Hello and welcome. My name is Aiden, and I am a hotel AI expert. It's my pleasure to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey. Now, in the world of elite hospitality, the game is changing, and it's changing fast. It's no longer just about grand lobbies or expensive champagne. Today, we're going to dive deep into the real art of VIP service, what it actually means, how it's really done, and why it's the future of our industry. So let's get right into it. You know, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? It gets right to the heart of what we're talking about today. I want you to forget about extravagance for just a moment. True modern luxury boils down to three key things: relevance, personalization, and execution. It's really about knowing your guests so well that your service feels less like a business transaction and way more like a thoughtful, genuine conversation. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to start by redefining what luxury even means today. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. Anticipating needs, personalizing the experience, and of course, executing it all flawlessly. And finally, we'll see how it all comes together to create something truly unforgettable for the guest.
All right, first up, redefining true luxury. This is absolutely foundational. It's all about shifting our mindset away from those old, kind of impersonal symbols of wealth and moving towards something with a lot more meaning.
So let's really break this down. On one side, you've got extravagance. You know the deal. The generic fruit basket, the standard bottle of champagne. It's a nice gesture for sure, but it's impersonal. But on the other side, you have relevance. Instead of that champagne, what if it's a rare book on a topic you know the guest loves, just sitting there on their nightstand? See the difference? One is like a broadcast message to everyone. The other is a personal note, just for them. That is the difference we're talking about.
And that, of course, leads us right to our next point: anticipating guest needs. Because let's be honest, you can't be relevant if you aren't being proactive. The whole goal here is to solve the problem before the guest even knows they have one. That's the magic.
We tend to call these special requirements, but I want you to stop thinking of this as just a checklist of demands. It's not. Every single one of these is an opportunity. It's a chance to go way beyond standard service and show what your team is really made of, to show your creativity, your discretion, and most importantly, your genuine care.
I mean, just look at the range here. We're not just talking about dietary needs or, a simple allergy. We're talking about everything from cultural practices and religious needs to making absolutely sure a business traveler has the exact tech setup they need to be productive. Every single detail is a clue, right? It's another piece of the puzzle that helps you understand the whole person.
So you've gathered all this incredible information. Now what? Well, the next step is turning all that knowledge into something the guest can actually see, touch, and experience. This is where we get into the real art of personalization.
This is so important. Listen, the best amenity is never the most expensive one. It's the one that proves you've been paying attention. It's like holding up a mirror that reflects the guest's own personality and interests. When you get this right, it makes a powerful statement. It says, we see you as an individual, not just as room 305.
Let's take this example. A standard VIP welcome might be a bottle of champagne and chocolates. But what if your guest is a wellness enthusiast? That champagne is totally irrelevant. What's relevant is a selection of their favorite healthy snacks, or maybe the exact brand of yoga mat they use at home is waiting for them in their room. You see, you're not just giving them a gift, you're actively supporting their lifestyle.
Or think about a creative professional, maybe a writer or a designer. For them, a well-designed workspace isn't a luxury, it's a flat-out necessity. Providing the right kind of lighting, a specific type of pen they love, or a curated stack of inspirational art books, that shows you don't just see them as a guest, you see them as a professional, and you value the important work they're there to do.
And personalization isn't always about these big, grand gestures. Sometimes the most powerful moments are the small surprises. But the key here, and this is crucial, is subtlety. A loud, over-the-top gesture can feel intrusive, but a quiet, thoughtful note, or a small gift that speaks to a passion you know they have, that creates a moment of genuine, quiet delight. It's that silent nod that says, we thought of you.
Okay, great ideas are one thing, but they are absolutely worthless without flawless execution. So now let's pull back the curtain a little and look at the operational mechanics, the real how-to that makes this kind of seamless service even possible. For those really detailed requests, I'm talking everything from a specific room temperature down to the exact brand of bottled water, your process has to be ironclad. Step 1. Document every single detail with precision. Step 2. Prepare everything way in advance. And then, the most critical step of all, verify everything just before the guest arrives. This is, without a doubt, a zero-error game.
But hey, things change, right? And we have to be adaptable. This is where what we call the yes mentality comes in. Now, that doesn't mean promising the impossible. It means your default answer to any request is always, let's figure out how. It's a positive, solution-focused mindset, and it has to be backed by the intelligent coordination needed to actually deliver on that promise.
And none of this can happen in a silo. Think of your hotel operation like the gears in a Swiss watch. Housekeeping, concierge, room service, security, even your external partners, they all have to work together perfectly. If just one of those gears is out of sync, the whole machine breaks down. When the team is unified, the service feels seamless. When it's not, believe me, the guest feels every single gap.
Now, underpinning all of this, holding it all together, is the single most important principle: discretion. We are trusted with our guests' private information, their preferences, their habits. Protecting that information isn't just a rule in a handbook, it is the absolute, non-negotiable foundation of the trust they place in us. Without that trust, everything else we've talked about just falls apart.
All right, let's bring it all home. What is the ultimate impact? When we do all of this, what does it actually create for the guest experience?
This right here, this is why we do it. This is the entire goal. It's not about just providing comfort or luxury, it's about creating a genuine connection. When all of these pieces, the anticipation, the personalization, the execution, come together with grace, the guest doesn't just feel taken care of. They feel seen, they feel understood, and on a really deep level, they feel valued.
And that really brings us to our most important takeaway. Think about it this way. A special requirement isn't a task you have to manage. It's an invitation. It's an invitation to transform a simple hotel stay into a deeply personalized experience. We aren't just managing logistics here. We are celebrating the individual who is in our care. So as you move forward in your careers, I want to leave you with this one question. It's the question that separates good service from truly unforgettable hospitality. In everything you do, from now on, I want you to ask yourself, how will you make your next guest feel truly seen?